Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the Chicago NASCAR street race tickets 10 minutes away before we get to Clash with Kenzie, which will get you on the phones to win those in trivia. But first, it's sports, sponsored by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the White Sox lost to the Astros 5-3 yesterday. Cubs didn't play. They got the Mets on the north side. Nothing significant to talk about in this game, except it takes me back. I forgot to mention something back in the day, meaning yesterday.
Okay.
After the Red Line doubleheader. I talked about the food differences. I went to, of course, Cubs game during the day, Sox game at night. What an experience. I'm off my bucket list to be able to do that in one day, which only happens like one day a year in the season. But something else I noticed, too. The 50-50 raffle. I always like participating in the 50-50 raffle because half the money goes to charity, you know? You buy tickets at the games for that?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah. Case, you do that?
Never won.
No, I'm always worried it's a scam, that they're trying to get one over on me.
Okay, the 50-50
The
raffle.
charity?
Yeah, it's legitimate.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs and the Sox are running these things. You think it's just someone who walked in the stadium and yelling something up the aisles?
I'm never sure. They've never given me enough information to where I feel comfortable giving them money.
Yeah, well, 50-50 raffle means you get 50 and then 50 goes to charity.
That's the 50 and the 50-50.
Correct, that's it.
Everyone wins, except the people who don't.
At Wrigley, it's $25 for 20 tickets, 20 numbers, to win. Mm-hmm. At White Sox Park, it's $20 for 60 numbers to win.
60?
I got 60 numbers.
And you still didn't win?
I don't know. I haven't had the patience to go through it yet. Because we left before they announced the numbers.
Well, you could probably
You can go online and
just
check
check the last number and see if it matches up first.
My OCD won't let me do that.
You can't do the first number because it's probably like 630,
It's a good method, but I don't think my OCD is going to let me do
So
that.
you just scan and then you stop at the matching last number.
Can I give them to you and you check for me?
No. Under no circumstance. I also don't know if you can still claim it.
You got a month.
You have a month?
That's what they told me. I said,
I
good.
would make people do it at the ballpark if I were them. And then the rest goes to charity if you don't.
Well, I'm taking my half if I win.
You're never going to go through it.
I got to go through it. I know it's going to take forever.
Poor Megan's going to end up doing this with her weekend.
Because if I found out I lost out on 20 or 30 grand because I didn't go through the numbers, I'll jump off a bridge.
Is that how much it was worth? Because that's pretty high.
Oh, yeah. The Cubs one was $75,000 total.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 30-something. I think the White Sox was obviously lower with the attendance, but...
Easy. Obviously lower.
I'm just being factual.
Okay.
They started out at a good number. The organizations contribute to get it started. So
I always wondered that too.
What?
Yeah.
I always wonder that too because the number's pretty high, and I go, are that many people buying 50-50 tickets?
No, because you can't come in like, well, currently it's 0. Would you like to buy? It's gotta sound juicy early. You know what I mean?
They hit that first section. It's
Yeah,
like, what's it
that's always
at?
rough.
What's it at? $1?
I mean, you have to be an incredible salesperson to be the first.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
can't do it.
I've never really thought about that. I just assumed that teams weren't putting money in, that they had raised that money, through the consumer, through the ticket buyer.
No, they're very generous.
Maybe they take it back out. Maybe they just lie and they're like,
Who's going to miss this 10 grand?
well, they'll just be like, if we get it up to this number, we'll just replace it, and they take theirs out. But they gotta start it off a little something. Like right now, you'd win nothing. In fact, right now, if you win, you'd only get half of your money back.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
I think someone was at the ballpark and they approached you and then said, yeah, it's nothing right now, but it's going to be something when I get to the end of this row. Promise you.
I'd like to know how many people are buying 50-50 raffle tickets. I really thought it was like a borderline scam. I didn't know people were that into it.
I always throw a 20 at them.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's been a good year.
Well, no kidding. Brian Rockefeller in the mornings.
Well, usually my gambling's through DraftKings, but
naturally.
But sometimes it's fun to hand over just $20 in cash.
The charity.
Yeah, the charity because I never win. I've never won a 50-50.
I like how that was, you're like, oh yeah, for that too.
For that too. I've never won a 50-50. I've always won. I think it'd be the greatest thing ever.
I know, me either. Well, you have the opportunity at home. You have 60 numbers you're not winning. It'd be the greatest thing ever, but you won't look at your tickets.
Kenzie, please come over today after the show and just count them for me.
You don't want me to do it because if I find the winning ticket, I'm not going to tell you.
Well, that's true, too.
You did not want me to do it.
I'm sorry you lost.
I'm like, oh, none of them matched.
Kenzie,
Drive by in a Ferrari.
Well, it's not enough to buy a Ferrari. I picture you coming in like in a gold outfit on Monday morning.
A fur coat.
It's like it's solid gold, this cape you're wearing.
And like a cane with a diamond on top. I'm going to look at Cruella DeVille.
Oh,
no,
Lord.
none of the numbers matched.
Well, speaking of money, it looks like I'm not going to be going to the Chicago Sky basketball game on Sunday, trying to get every hookup I can to go. It's going to be the most expensive WNBA game in history when Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever comes to take on Angel Reese's Chicago Sky, who, by the way, has set a rookie record for the WNBA with 7 straight double-doubles. This is great. And the Fever have beaten the Chicago Sky twice now. This is a game. The most expensive ticket now is $9,131, $9,000. And the average is, or the get-in price, I should say, is $249. I can't spend $500 on WNBA tickets. I mean, I want to, but I can't.
Why?
It's a lot.
You know, if you checked your damn raffle tickets, you'd be able to afford it.
God, 50-50, but I could buy a whole row.
Oh, God.
The average price is $271, which is 207% higher than the Sky's home average price of $88 this season. I really want to go. I think to find people at Wintrust Arena, Wintrust, a great partner of ours for Twisted, maybe they could let me just have a standing room only seat. It'd be nice.
They can't let you stand.
Why not?
Because you're going to block so many people.
Even if I'm in the back standing?
Yeah, because there's going to be other people standing, and you're going to ruin it for them.
Well,
there's like kids back there.
I can't help it. I'm genetically gifted. I can't help it.
You are gifted.
Delay on the buzzer. Finally, a New Jersey basketball event entitled Nothing But Ass.
NBA, nothing but ass.
The
I sent this
NBA.
in. I'm very excited that we're talking about it.
Well, I'm sorry, Kenzie. This event's been canceled.
Damn it.
I know.
Finally, a sport I was going to excel in.
The Nothing But Ass Celebrity Baddies Basketball Contest was canceled
Gang, gang.
at the Westside High School in Newark, New Jersey.
At the high school, I would like to emphasize.
Yes, high school.
Not good.
So apparently there was a local politician that was going to be involved with this, the school district, and then a video dropped of women twerking, playing basketball. I think got a little out there premature. They wanted to kind of vet the video before they started promoting the event, the Nothing But Ass event, and it didn't
I
go
just want to clarify.
go so well.
I don't know if this is sinking in. This high school is involved, and so is a local politician with the event called Nothing But Ass, and it has like 8 Z's.
Yeah,
after
Brian,
the A.
can you spell the way Nothing But Ass is spelled, please?
Is involved with the school district and politicians. Please spell it.
Well, Kenzie already did say it had about 8 Z's on it, I think, so I'll
Yeah,
just say
but spell the whole thing.
nothing but ass.
Nothing. Now, it was, what is it? N-U.
N-U-T-T-I-N, so nothing
Nothing.
but A-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z.
Was
Ass.
sponsored by the school district and your local politicians. And the problem is, they weren't offended by any of it until they saw the video of twerking, which I don't know what they thought was going to happen. What did you think the video was going to be? A bunch of people reading?
Yeah, well, here's their statement from it, actually. The Nothing But Ass tournament canceled. I deeply apologize. The content of this video, I knew nothing about it. We were doing an event, and things were a little left and out of control. And I take full responsibility for that because you guys, we had no knowledge that the girls, what they'd be wearing, and, of course, twerking on the tournament on the floor.
So the video had nothing but ass, and they were shocked.
They were. And the tournament was called one more time. Nothing but ass.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
And Clash with Kenzie is sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers.
Feel the boom.
For tickets, go to boomersbaseball.com. And the final one of the week for the NASCAR Chicago Street Race weekend, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. Hard to believe. July 6th and 7th. Right downtown, they're already setting up. If you go down by Grant Park area, they're setting up the bandstands, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be less wet, most likely, and you also see the Black Keys, as well as the Chainsmokers, Keith Urban. It's going to be a party. Big party.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And Jay, you are competing against Kenzie for these tickets. Tell us something about yourself. Ahoy.
Ahoy, how you guys doing this morning?
Excellent.
My random fact is I drunkenly got the worst or the most useless Pokemon tattooed on my leg when I was 21.
Huh.
Which Pokemon would that be?
It's Magikarp.
Magikarp.
It can only splash, and yeah, that's about it.
So why were you like, this is the one?
I made a joke with my buddy while we were out of town, and I was like, if you pay for it, I'll get it. And I was drunk, he was sober, and he said, yeah.
You know what's a bummer is that you've weaponized children being able to insult you. Like, to be able to look at you and go, you know, that one's worthless, right?
I mean, I might as well just keep going with it. I got 2 others on my leg, too, to go, so.
Oh, my gosh.
How much?
You got to catch them all.
How much did it cost?
That, I believe it was like $60, but it was also in like some boo-foo place in Michigan. Like, you blink and the town's completely gone. You just miss it.
Case had a furrowed brow when you said boo-foo. You don't know what that means, do you?
I've never heard that word before.
Don't explain it, buddy. We can't say that on the radio. I'll explain the Case off the air. What boo-foo means.
It sounds racist.
It's not. It's
That's
not.
good.
Thank goodness, because I was worried about that.
It's not racist. It's very funny.
Let's play some trivia.
All right, first 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully for those NASCAR tickets. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. First 1 to 5 wins. Call heads or tails, Jay?
Heads.
It's tails. All right, here we go.
Oh, bad for him.
Kenzie, question number 1.
Yeah.
Cars was the first Pixar movie to be released on what post-DVD high-resolution technology?
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray is right. That's a lot
Wow,
of
that was a lot.
a lot to explain.
It was also the last VHS that Disney released.
Oh my goodness.
A little fun fact for you.
Give Case a point.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, Kenzie's got 1. Back to Jay.
Was that like what? I think 15 years ago, Cars?
It was 2007.
14.
Or
Close.
2006, maybe. It's a great movie. Fantastic. Cars 2, not so much. Love Cars 1. That's a movie right there. That's what I should be reviewing.
I've only seen Cars 1.
Yeah, you're not missing anything with Cars 2.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why did you even see it? That was where Harper was born.
So I've seen kids' movies before the last 2 years.
You weren't a kid.
It doesn't matter.
Like, Case was pretty young when that came
Yeah,
out.
I was in the Target demo.
Again, why are you judging
Why
me?
were you there?
Because that movie is amazing.
You didn't even go here.
No, you heard the Rascal Flatts song. You said, I want to see this movie. Life is a Highway.
I also watched Saved by the Bell, and I wasn't a kid either.
Well, no, that was age appropriate for you.
Hey, don't expose yourself here, Brian.
All right, let's move on. Let's
I
move
was
on.
75 when that came out.
Jay, checking in. Let's see here. Question number 1 for you. How is Donald Duck related to Scrooge McDuck?
I believe that's his uncle.
That's his uncle. Donald's his nephew. There you go. Kenzie, what is the only branch of the U.S. military to share a name with a best-selling line of Nike sneakers?
Oh, Air Force Ones.
Air Force. Jay, what car company produces both the Forester and the Outback? 3.
Ford.
Ford is not right. Oh, boy. Kenzie?
Subaru.
Subaru. 3-1 now. So let's see. Kenzie's got Kenzie got next one. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Kenzie's got the lead, and it's back to her.
Kenzie, what was the original title, so the job title of the hosts on MTV?
Like all of them? Like that
All of 'em.
specific? Oh, VJs.
They were called VJs.
Yeah. I
Back
just
in
didn't
the-
know we were like honing in on a show. I missed it. Got it. VJs.
Yeah. See, we were DJs. They were VJs.
Because the video,
Because the video part of it.
Got
you
paid
see?
more.
It's very, very clever.
All right, 4-1. Jay needs a comeback here, and it is back to Jay.
Jay, who hosted the PBS television program The Joy of Painting?
It was Bob Ross.
Bob Ross is right. Jay's on the board. That's good. 2 he's got. But Kenzie's got 4, so next one wins. Oh, boy. Kenzie. Mm-hmm. Jim Henson is primarily known as the creator of what popular troupe of characters? Jim Henson.
I don't know.
Take a guess?
A troupe of characters.
Yes. 3.
Jim Henson. I don't know, like anime or something. I don't know.
And not anime. Jay, do you know?
Is it the Three Stooges?
Oh, no. It's the Muppets. Jim Henson created the Muppets. All right. Who's it back to, Jay?
It's back to Jay. He's got 2.
Jay, what best-selling children's book opens with the following lines? I am Sam, Sam I am.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Green Eggs and
by
Ham.
Dr. Seuss.
Jay's making a comeback, has 3.
Yeah, there you go. He's a big literary guy.
Great book.
Oh, one of my favorites.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
You really got to get the Cliff Notes to understand it, but you know.
A lot of people only go surface level on green eggs and ham.
Yes.
All right, back to Kenzie. She can win it with a correct answer.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Kenzie, are you ready?
Yeah.
What paper towel brand is known as the quicker picker-upper?
Bounty.
Bounty! Dang it. Oh, Jay. I'm sorry.
It is all right. I'm just happy to play, in all honesty.
All right, now I'll text you what Pokemon you have to get a tattoo of since you lost.
Please do. And if you know what? If you guys want, I'll even come into the studio and get it done.
There you go. That's fun.
Wow. I don't know if we want responsibility for that.
It seems like it'd be loud.
Well, I'll pick a good one, though. This will be like something that's worth,
Yeah, but he'll sue later. You know what I
Jay,
mean?
are you going to sue us?
I'm still friends with the dude that got me the Magikarp, so you guys will be good.
We have audio that he's not going to sue us.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've heard that before. All right, bud, here you go. Hang on. Actually, don't hang on. Hang up. Because when we come back after Shinedown, everybody listening has a chance when you're God Bless the Baby to win the tickets for the NASCAR Chicago Street Race just 3.5 minutes away.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 Shinedown in our lounge just a few weeks ago. All that video and audio is housed at Q101.com, our YouTube channel, all of our socials. Just make sure you give that a follow. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
God bless the baby.
312-591-8300 since Kenzie won in trivia. Now, everybody gets a chance at the NASCAR Chicago Street Race weekend. So you're going to have that 2 weeks from tomorrow. The race, obviously, NASCARChicago.com has tickets and event info. And then you'll see the Black Keys, among others, performing live. It's incredible. It's ridiculous. And caller 10, you get it. Something else that's ridiculous is the Brian and Kenzie trip to London for the Bears-Jags. Now, listen, this thing is filling up. You've got to get involved in the next, roughly 10 days. You have till the end of June to put down a deposit on this ridiculous trip. Not just airfare, premium tickets to the game, and a hotel. This gives you everything you could imagine in an elite trip of a lifetime. Maybe this is the only trip you're going to take in your life. This could be it. It's very hard for a lot of people to get away with vacation days being terrible, and sometimes you just can't get away with the kids. This is the trip you plan on and go.
We're going to have plenty of notice to, figure that out.
And if you do it by the end of June, is what I'm saying about the next 10 days, all you have to do is put down the deposit to guarantee the
you
trip.
have pay in full, which is nice.
So listen, me obviously, the Bears' most anticipated season coming in decades. Stoked for that, to go overseas, incredible. And Kenzie's never been to London.
I'm so excited.
So what this trip gives you, Kenzie, and you can go down a little bit of what it does besides the football game and the airfare and, of course, the hotel, which is also a high-end hotel.
Yeah, so obviously round-trip airfare, premium seat to the game, which includes some food and drink, which is awesome. But we're traveling together. This is a group awesome trip. So we're going to be leaving Wednesday before the game, right? We're having our travel day. Thursday, we're hitting the ground running. We are tourists, baby. Okay, it is a walking tour. We're going to get to go to the London Eye. Now that is, you've seen that on the water. It's a way better version of a Ferris wheel. So we have to go on that because, that's one of the bucket list things. We're going to be going to the Tower of London, which if you've seen Castle in London, I'm sure that's the one you've seen. It has this kind of notorious prison, this huge barrier set up. And then it's also a stunning castle as well. But then we're walking around London. We're seeing all the musts on the checklist, okay? Which is really exciting. We're also going to have a pub crawl all together.
Well, of course.
Which is going to be awesome. And they're picking out the best pubs, the ones with the history, the ones that you want to visit anyways. And then we get to drink at them. There's a curated food tour. So they found, actual good food in London. So we're going to be doing that. This comes with breakfast every morning. It comes with a 3-course meal when you land. Then all the shuttles and everything, super safe. That's all taken care of. This is really, you're buying the trip and that's it. It's hands off from there, from transportation, food, beverage, game day ticket, all the tourist things. There's something planned for each day. There's also a little wiggle room in there. Thursday, we're booked, baby. That is the walking day. But Friday and Saturday are the food tours and the pub crawls, and they're split up a little bit. So if you want to rest, if there's a few things on your checklist, but there is something planned for each and every day. And then, of course, the grand finale, the Bears game on a Sunday. I mean, a lot of people want to go to London in their life, right? This is something that you want to do. It's on the checklist. To throw in such an exciting year with Caleb Williams, be able to go to a Bears game, this is not something that you can copy and paste and just do next year. And it's so exciting.
I like how you said that. It's kind of like the set it and forget it. Like you buy this and it's done. You don't have to worry about, well, what else are we going to do while we're there? This is everything all-inclusive package for an elite ticket to the Bears game, premium seats, the flights, the hotel. It's just been really went over with a fine-tooth comb to make sure everything's perfect. So you just go to Q101.com/London. I urge you to get on it right now. Over the weekend, maybe you're chilling out, catching up on stuff from the work week, but Q101.com/London has all the information, and all you got to do is put on the deposit on the trip if you do it before July 1st. So get in on it. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, coming up even sooner than July 1st in 20 minutes. Case the producer gives his review of Karate Kid. A lot of people anticipating this. The 40th anniversary of that movie is tomorrow. And Case reviews movies that he hasn't seen because he really hasn't seen anything. Any big movies.
Sheltered Life.
That's coming up at 8 o'clock.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.